भवती करोतु इदानीं।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमोस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुमे नमः। ओम सिद्धिर्भवतु। गणेशाय नमः।
अस्तु समीचीनमस्ति, धन्यवादः। इदानीं किं कुर्मः, सन्धि विषये किञ्चित् पुनरावर्तनं कुर्मः, अनन्तरम् अग्रे पश्यामः। अस्तु, सन्धिः इत्युक्ते किम्? इदानीं सन्धि विषये किञ्चित् अस्ति। इदानीम् अहं दर्शयितुम् इच्छामि, एकनिमिषं स्क्रीन् शेर् करोमि इदानीम्। अस्तु, सन्धित्रयम् अभवत्। अस्तु, सन्धित्रयम् अभवत्। इदानीम् अहं किं चिन्तयामि, सवर्णदीर्घसन्धि कोष्ठकं तत्र पश्यतु। What you can do is associate with the sutra. Astu savarna dirgha sandhi. From the name itself, you will exactly know adesha. So in the adesha, what's happening? That's what it is named after the sandhi. Astu, that's why it's called savarna. Same varna dirgha bhavati. Astu. So in that savarna dirgha, if you look at the Maheshwara sutra, it's akvarnaha eva. From a. So sutra, pratama sutra, dvitiya sutra, combined together, akvarnaha tatra santi. So it's easy to remember akvarnaha, purva varnaha, paravarnaha, samanam yed. Adeshaha dirghaha bhavati. Tavadeva. Astu, keep it in mind. It's very easy and simple. Follow to the sutra and then connect it with how it happens. Astu, savarna dirgha santi, tadrisha. Astu, koshtam. Anantaram गुणसन्धिः वामतः आकारः एव अनन्तरं परवर्णः तत्र पश्यतु द अक्वर्णः न अकारः विहाय इक् so you have to say इक् अकारं त्यजतु so इक् वर्णः परवर्णः भवति अस्तु अकारः आकारः पूर्ववर्णः भवति इक् वर्णः इत्युक्ते अकार आकार विहाय परवर्णः भवति अस्तु तद् गुणसन्धिः and then you will know from there adeshah also it's evo ar al astu samyak. So you have the gunasandhi as akara on the left side and the remaining varnaha in the paravarnaha. So now you know savarna dirgha sandhi and then you know the gunasandhi. Another vriddhi sandhi, it's very simple. So you have akvarnaha tatra abhavat. So what is the shishta varnaha ka? So you have in Maheshwara Sutrani, swaraha is ach, ajantaha. We know from A to all the 4 sutras from the top to bottom is all ajantaha, right? So savarna dirgha sandhi, guna sandhi, you know from 1 and 2. Astu anantram vriddhi sandhi. So what is left? Age, whatever you have in age, that's vriddhi sandhi. So you have here the remaining one is I and O. So remember that. So the remaining from A to Ak varnaha savarna dirgha sandhi anantram vriddhi sandhi I and O. So tadrisham chintayatu, it's easy to remember. And vriddhi, I always said the name comes under adeshaha and sutra. Sutra masti tatra. So vriddhi, so these 2 letters are named in sutra as vriddhi. So it's called vriddhi sandhi. I and au. I is a vriddhi. Astu, from A to I becomes I, adesha. Astu. So we learned all three sandhi. Now we are going to, this is a very simple sandhi. We are going to see now. Purva rupa sandhi ityukte kimartam purva rupa sandhi tatra pashyatu padante. पदान्ते एवो अस्ति चेत् परवर्णः अकारः अस्ति चेत् पूर्वरूपः किं? पूर्ववर्णः पूर्णवर्णौ कौ, because we have only two of them. So Adeshaka will be the Purvavarnaha. Astu, it exactly. So just think of this. This. It's very simple. Example, if you know, Udaharanam Pashyamasi, it's very easy. So the Evu comes. If we have a as the beginning of the second padam, you just skip it. Instead of a, you put the symbol, like I can show you here. So the Tatra Pashyatu as S like symbol. You put the S like it's called Avagraha Chinnaha. So you put that, and you have to remember 3 points here. So this is different from other sandhi because it is padante. So in the other kosham, you see there is no restriction. It doesn't have to be padante. It can be in the middle of, in between upasarga, in between upasargaha or pratyaha, kimmapi bhavitum arhati. Parantu in this Purva Rupa Sandhi, Padante eva, it has to be there. Only then the Sandhi will happen. So that's one restriction. Anantaram, the Chinnaha Tatra Pashyatu Tetra, right? So it doesn't have any pronunciation. You just have the symbol. What is the symbol saying? The symbol is saying there is Akaraha. Because of Sandhi, the Akaraka was there. It is just denoting the Akaraha. Astu Tavadeva. You don't pronounce anything. And also, it is Vikalpa. So you don't have to write the symbol. Astu is optional. So it's optional and it doesn't have a sound. It just says Akaraha. And one more thing. The symbol is there doesn't mean it is just a Purva Rupa Sandhi. It can be some other thing. You cannot assume, oh, Tatra Singha Asti just because of Purva Rupa Sandhi. Tadrisham Nama Chintayato Astu. It's just a symbol. It is denoting. It's the replace. There was an Akaraha Tatra Asi. Tavadeva Astu. Instead of Akaraha, you are putting that symbol. So you have to remember. Padante eva bhavati, anantram ucharanam na bhavati. The Chinna doesn't have ucharanam. Astu, anantram kim bhavati, anantram it is saying that it is there was an akara there. Tavadeva. And it's very simple. Rama Mahodaya, tatra patitum shaknoti kim?
Mahodaya. How is it different from no Sandhi? Like, I'm a little confused here.
Huh?
So this one, how is it different from Sandhi Nasti situation? Like,
oh, Samhita. Samhita means there is always ahamapi, right? It's just a different way of writing.
No, Sandhi Nasti, no Sandhi.
Sandhi nasti tite varna sound. There is no sound change. Just to remember, when Sandhi happens, always think of a phonetic change. Okay, there is a phonetic change happening. That's why you say a Sandhi. So varna vikaraha bhavati and phonetic change. So you have, what is your question? How do you know there is a Sandhi? Because you are
no,
thinking,
this one is look like there's no Sandhi.
That's why I'm saying there is a tatra pashyatu teatra astu teatra asti. After the Sandhi, what is happening? Tetra. Do you notice the sound difference between teatra and tetra? It's minute. It's a phonetical change. That's very important. You need to note. So even though you might think some even Devalaya, you will also think, oh, Devaga asti, Alaya asti. Parantu kimatram tata santi, Alaya eva tatra agachati, kimartam. But there is instead of saying Deva, that is Vakara is Akara. And then Alaya is Akara eva. In the Vakara of Akara goes. It's a minute sound difference. Va. If you say Va, it's a akaraha of V. So that goes. And then you say va dirghaha bhavati tatra. So how the sound gets close together, how you pronounce makes the sandhi. The whole point of sandhi is to make us easy on us, to be comfortable, to have a shortcut, the shortcut, and make it easy on us to pronounce. That's the whole idea of sandhi. To make it easy, when you pronounce it faster, less than half a matra, it's easier for us to pronounce. Always, because tadrisha klesha bhavati eva. So keep in mind, it's a phonetical change. When you say before the sandhi, how you pronounce, and then after the sandhi, how you pronounce. Tavadeva. So there might be minute difference, but sandhi is happening there. Avagatam Mahodaya?
Avagatam. Dhanyavada.
Astu. Idanim, it's a one of the easiest sandhi. This one is, there is nothing though confusion. You just put the instead of akaraha, you tatra bhavati eva pattitum shaknoti va idanim. Etat vakya, etat udaharanam patatu. Astu, anantaram agre.
Padante ye plus a equal to ye. Te plus atra. T plus ye plus a plus tra. T plus ye plus tra. Tetra.
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 Tetra. So for in this sandhi, you have to remember what are the things you have to remember. Instead of akaraha, you have the symbol there, and then there is no sound for that symbol. It is just saying tatra akaraha asi tavadeva. Anantaram, that's optional. You can write tetra, tatapi samyak eva. There is no doshan, tavadeva. Astu samyak?
Samyak. What do we call that
Remember the 3
symbol?
points. Always you will get the confusion because the sandhi is little bit tricky. Always think of it as a varna vikaraha. It's a phonetical change. It's a sound change happening. That's when, if there is no sound change, there is no sandhi. Aham api is a typical example. Aham api, it's just a writing difference, and also you are saying it faster. Tavadeva. Astu.
Hashtag Mahodaya, I have a query. Has there to be a pause always in between te, avagraha and tra?
No, there is no pause. That's why the sandhi happened, right? It is less than half a matra. That's why the sandhi happened. It's a very good question. Astu, there is no pause. Tetra.
Prathamodhyayah. There you give a pause.
Prathama adhyayah.
Bhagavad Gita. Prathamodhyayah. There you give a pause.
I don't think there is you are just elongating the prathamodhyayah. You are not breaking. You are elongating the prathamodhyayah. Tavadeva, elonging the O. It depends on again, it's all depend on the speaker's way of saying. Tavadeva. Parantu Vyakarana Ritiya Tadrisha Niyamaha. Vyakarana says that when you have less than half a matra, sandhi has to happen. The speaker can say in whatever speed they want, but in Sanskritam, if you have a less than half a matra, you have to do the sandhi, and then you don't give a break. You continuously say it. So that's why in the
But then what is the function? Then what is the function of avagraha? If you are not giving a pause, what is the function of avagraha?
It's just a way of tatra tadrisha praya sutraha asti tadrisha niyama. So if you write it, it is just saying there was an akara there. It's just specifying. It's a notation that's saying, oh, if there is ses, it is just akara, replacement of akara, but there was some sandhi happened. That's what it is specifying.
Okay.
Astu, without that, we will assume, oh, it makes it clear for us, right? If you have that symbol, you know, oh, tetra mean, you will get confused. If you replace it with, oh, tatra akarha astiva, okay, then it will make more sense to you. Oh, te, then atra. So that's the breakdown of the word. So it's make it easier, and also it's optional. You don't have to write it because when you're saying it, you are skipping the sound. you don't produce any sound for that, right? So it's optional to write. Astu. And also, Mahodaya, Pratamodhyayah, you said, right? So because it is in between the words, yeah. So Pratamaha Adhyayah. So it's again, it depends on the speaker. You can say there is no dosha. Pratamaha Adhyayah. That's also Samyakeva. Vyakaranadishya dosha nasti. So that's why in a sentence, it's always optional. Depends on the speaker. If you are skillful, if you know the Sanskritam, if you Bhasha Kaushalam Prakatayitum Shaknoti Shet Tadasham Vakam, because it is nice to use the Sandhi when you say the slokas, when you say all those chanting and Tavadeva. Astu Samyak?
Dhanyavad. Yes.
Astu.
Samyak.
अस्तु इदानीं भवती करोति किं द्वितीयः
पदान्ते ओ अधिक अ इक्वल टू ओ
अस्तु
को प्लस अपि क प्लस ओ प्लस अ प्लस पी इक्वल टू क प्लस ओ प्लस पी कोपि
सम्यक्. It's a very simple, straightforward something because it's just a copy. You just instead of akaraha, you just put the avagraha. Tavadeva. Astu. If you look at the koshtakam, idanim tatra, tadapi patatu mahodaya.
धीरो प्लस अपि
अस्तु
धीरो धीर प्लस ओ धीर धीर प्लस ओ प्लस अ प्लस पी इक्वल टू धीर प्लस ओ प्लस पी इक्वल टू धीरोपि
तावदेव सम्यक्. It's very simple. Once again I can show you the koshtakam tatra. It's very simple. Ekaraha or okaraha padante, remember it has to be in the end of the word. It cannot be like the other koshtaka, it's different. That's why you have to remember there is no niyamaha tatra asti. Vruddhi sandhi va anantaram guna sandhi va anantaram sarvarna dirgha sandhi va, there is no restriction. It has to be padante. But in purva rupa sandhi padante eva ekaraha va okaraha, only two. And then paravarnaha akara, the akara gets skipped. Tavadeva. You don't pronounce the akara and then you continuously say it. Tavadeva. It's very simple sandhi. Astu? Astu. Idanim kim kurumaha? Abhyasan kurumaha. Astu? Astu. Vijay Mahodaya, Bhavan karoti kim?
K plus api. So kakara plus a plus api or a plus p. So the a plus a will become k. So kp.
Tavadeva. Ekaraha purvavarne kimapi asti tadeva tishtati. Tadeva adeshaha. Whatever you see in the purvavarna ante tadeva adeshaha, and then you just keep the akara. Astu? Astu. Rama Mahodaya? Prayaha dvayam karotu Mahodaya.
Okay.
Astu?
Vivekanando plus ayam. So it will become Vivekanando ayam.
Tavadeva. Tavadeva. Astu. Rama Mahodaya? Dvayam. Oh, kim kritavati. Astu.
Jale plus asmin. Ja plus la plus a plus a plus
Chinta masu, just to say that
asmin. A plus a becomes jalesmin.
Tavadeva.
Purusho plus anyaha. In Purusha, sha plus o plus a. It comes purushonyaha.
Tavadeva. Okaraha, akaraha. Tavadeva samyak. Astu, you don't have to break everything. Okaraha, akaraha, mailati chet. Okaraha eva tishtati. Akara avagraha chinnam bhavati tatra. अस्तु
Okay.
Mahoday, one question. If the Paravarna is or A, both are applicable or only A?
Tatra Pashyatu Kosha. Oh, that's why you have to always only Akara.
Only A.
Because remember, also think about this. Avaga Graha Chinha, it resembles, it represents Akara Eva. If you see Avagra symbol, it's Akara Eva. So it can be only Akara.
Oh, Dhanyavad.
Astu. Astu. Agre? Nirmal Mahodaya?
Narado plus api. So O plus A. Nardo api.
Samyak.
Matre plus arpitam. A plus A. Matrerpitam.
Samyak. Astu. Ramesh Mahodaya? Oh, Chamita.
Sundare plus Ambare. Sundare Ambare. Desho plus Ayam. Deshoyam.
Samyak. Astu. Pragya Mahodaya?
Krishno plus Atithi. Krishno Tithihi. Sarvato plus Asti. Sarvatosti.
Samyak. Astu. Rama Mahodaya. Oh, Rama Mahodaya. Avabhadala. Oh, Prasanna Mahodaya. My order is showing something weird. I get confused. What I see here. Astu.
Pustakepi. Pustake plus api. Sarve vadan. Sarve plus avadan.
Samyak. Astu. Uma Mahodaya?
Yes, ma'am. Nagare avasat padante ekaraha plus akaraha. So avagraha chinnam bhavati. Nagare vasat. Nagare vasat. Adhyapakoham.
No, when you say the Ekanimasham, when you say the full word, you don't say the Akarakastu, Adhyapakoham. Then when you say the Vibhajanam, you say the Astu. Avagatam?
Avagat. Adhyapakoham. Padante okaraha plus akara. So avagraha chinnam bhavati. Adhyopaham.
Samiji namaste. Astu. Idanam again, Kramashah Gajama, Rama Mahodaya. Oh, Vanamala Mahodaya Bhavati na Kritavati Kalu. Vanamala Mahodaya.
Na kritavati.
Oh, Chamyata, my order is something, it's messing it up. It keeps going back and forth. Astu.
Kalosti. Kala plus asti. Kalo plus asti.
Astu.
Grame asti. Grame plus asti. Grame asti.
Astu. Ekanimisham, Tatra Kleshaka Nasti. Astu. Kala, you don't change anything Purva Varna. Astu. It has to be
Okay.
Kala. Oh, Astu.
Kalu plus asti.
Smarantu Bhavantaka Astu. Astu. Anantaram Vijay Mahodaya. I'm just saying what I see here. Astu. Unmute Karotu Mahodaya.
Okay. Kotra.
No.
Which one? Kotra.
Oh, Astu. Grame Asti Abhavata. Astu. Chintam Astu.
Grame.
Oh, that Abhavat iti chindayami.
Ko plus atra. Ko plus atra and last one so plus akridat.
Astu. Purna padam vadatu. Kripaya.
Ko plus atra.
Kotra.
Kotra. Ko plus atra and so plus akridat.
Purna padam vadatu. So kridat.
So kridat.
Astu.
You have to split and write, right? In this? No.
No. First say the full word without
Okay.
the.
Okay. So kridat. So plus akridat.
Samyak. Normal Mahodaya Purayatu Kripaya.
उदाहरणेऽस्मिन् उदाहरणे प्लस अस्मिन् मयूरो नृत्यत् मयूरो प्लस अनृत्यत्
सम्यक् अस्तु इदानीं किं कुर्मः काव्यकथा द्वितीयकथा इदानीं पठामः अस्तु रमेश महोदय पूर्ण स्लाइड पठितुं शक्नोति वा
दिलीपयोः संवादः नन्दिनी अन्यस्मिन् दिने नृपस्य परीक्षां कृतवती सा हिमालयस्य गृहं
महोदय अनुवादम् अपि करोतु महोदय
नन्दिनी अन्यस्मिन् दिने सन्देहे नन्दिनी नृपस्य परीक्षां कृतवती यस्यद्दि राजा सा हिमालयस्य गृहं प्रवेशितवती Himalaya he entered the house in the Himalayas
गुहा इत्युक्ते केव् तादृशम् अस्तु
दिलीपः पर्वतस्य सौन्दर्यं पश्यन् आसीत् दिलीपः is watching the beauty of the पर्वतम् तदा एकः सिंहः नन्दिनी बलात्कारेण गृहीतवान् at the time when lion snatched the Nandini
बलात्कारेण इत्युक्ते फोर्स्फुली ग्रहणम् इत्युक्ते होल्डिंग स्नीज
तेन पीडिता धेनुः उच्चैः क्रन्दनं कृतवती because of that it here the Nandini has made a loud sound नृपः आक्रन्दनं कृतवान् Raja listened to that sound
weeping or sobbing तादृशं क्रन्दनम् इत्युक्ते like crying out loud तादृशं
धेनु अपश्यत् he saw the धेनु धेनुं सिंहः आकर्ष्यते because lion has
कर्षणं आकर्षण
hold of the धेनु दिलीपः कुपितः अभवत् दिलीपः got angry सिंहस्य वधं कर्तुं निश्चयं कृतवान् he has decided to kill the lion निष्गङ्गात् बाणं स्वीकर्तुं करं स्थापितवान् he has prepared to take out the arrow
निशङ्गः इत्युक्ते तूणी it's like a tuni ityukte it's a case of arrows you put some case of arrows in the kind of bag right so that's nishankah astu
when the Nishangat the bag he has taken out one arrow and he has put it in the bow
astu
किन्तु करः तत्र एव स्थगितः अभवत् but करः इत्युक्ते
स्थगितः इत्युक्ते it didn't move the karah ityukte the hand didn't move
नृपस्य अपमानं सञ्जातम् is same to him कोपः अपि अधिकः जातः his anger has built up
धन्यवादः महोदय इदानीं प्रसन्ना महोदय भवती करोति किम्
तदा नृपम् उद्दिश्य सिंहः भूपाला श्रमः मास्तु. So then Simham was telling to king, "Oh king, don't Shramaha is like don't work hard or don't
Strain yourself.
strain yourself." Yeah. Tava sarvam astram shastram cha vyartham bhavati. So your all astras and shastras are waste. Aham Shivasya sevakaha. I am Shiva's servant or follower. Mama namadeyam kumbodaraha iti. So his name is Kumbodara. Samipe devadaru vruksham pashyasi kalu. So what is devadaru vruksham?
It's the name of the tree. Astu devadaru vriksha. Vrikshaka iti tatra ekah vrikshah astu.
So there is isn't there a devadaru vruksham nearby? Can you see that? That's what he's saying. Parvati Preeti Purvakam Tam Ruksham Vartitavati. Goddess Parvati, she actually sowed or
Vardhanam
planted
ityukte growing.
Growing,
He was
yeah.
growing the tree Preeti Purvakam ityukte with love
Purvakam.
and affection.
Yeah, with more affection. Rukshasya Rakshanardham Parvati Mam Niyuktavati. So Parvati Devi has put him for guarding that tree.
Astu. Niyukta ityukte appointed or
Appointed
ordered or something.
for guarding the tree. Atra agataha prani mama aharaha. Atra agataha means
गत भूतकालः गत गम धातोः गच्छति भूतकालः कथं भवति गतः. So whoever came to that place.
Okay, their lives is my ahara, it's my food. Ataha denum na tyajami. So I'm not going to sacrifice this cow.
So not sacrifice. Tyajami means tyajatu.
Yeah, not sacrificing.
No, I won't give. I won't abandon. I am going
give
to
up, or I won't give it up.
Yeah, I won't give up on this cow. Iti akatayat. So that's what he told.
अस्तु धन्यवादः. अस्तु वनमाला महोदय भवती करोतु किम्?
ओके. तत् वचनं श्रुत्वा नृपः अहम् अपि शिवपूजकः. Raja says, I am also I will also do puja of Shiva. Shivaha Gauravarhaha. What is Gauravarhaha?
Gauravam ityukte किम्?
Respect her.
Respect.
Arhaha ityukte is qualified. He is it's translation is very hard. I know the meaning, but saying it is English is Arhaha ityukte he is qualified for the giving respect. He is well qualified for giving the respect. Astu agre.
Mama Acharyah Vasishtaha. My guru is my guru is assistant. Tasya Denuhu eva Danam. There also Danam means here.
Dhanam means money.
Money, no,
but you cannot say money here.
Yeah.
Fresh something like that.
Wealth, no, wealth.
Wealth or possession, maybe.
Is wealth, possession. Yeah. Yeah, wealth is the perfect in this context.
Oh.
Cow is
There
wealth.
also, cow is there.
Ataha?
Possession, wealth.
No, cow is his wealth.
Cow is his. Atah prarthanam karomi.
Prarthanam.
Prarthanam karomi. So, pray.
I pray. It's very
I
simple,
pray.
right? So I pray to you.
I pray.
Prarthana is a feeling about them. So prarthanam.
Naam
Astu.
karomi. Mama deham kada denum tyaja iti avadat. Mama deham kada means
Eat. No? Eat.
Eat.
Tvam
eat.
kada lot lakara tasya. So he is saying lot lakara ityukte kim prarthana or anya astu. So eat my
Eat my
child.
body.
Body.
Denum tyaja. Please leave the cow. Iti he told. Simha kinchit agasat. She think of that agasat means
Smile. Smiling.
smile.
Hasati.
Hasati. Okay.
Bhutakalam.
Okay, akasat. Tvam Jagat Prabhu. You are what is the Jagat?
Prabhu Jagat
Prabhu.
ityukte kim old.
World. Yeah.
Prabhu ityukte Natah, king. You are the king of.
You are the king of the world. Nutanam Vayaha.
Nutanam ityukte kim.
New.
Young. Tadrasham.
Young. No, sorry, young. Yeah, you are young boy. Young man. Vayaha. Yeah. Sundaram Shariram. Looking, you are beautiful. Idam sarvam alpasya karanena tejasi kim. For small a small reason, why do you want to leave?
Ekanimsham. Nutanam Vayaha tatra ityukte Vayaha ityukte age. Astu. So Nutanam ityukte you can say it as very young small young age.
Young age. Oh, young. Nutanam is here.
Vayasiti napumsalinga shabdaha. Manasiti
Nutanam.
dadrisham. Vayasiti napumsalinga. So that's why it's very tricky. Note here why it is saying nutanam, because it's a visheshanam. Visheshanam follows visheshyam. Because vayaha is a napumsalinga padaha, it says it's not saying nutanaha. Tatra pashyatu.
Yes.
See, it's a tricky, nice. You have to, that's why look here. Nutanam vayaha. Vayas napumsa, like manas. Sakaranta shabdaha. Prathama bhatyam vayaha. Astu?
We'll mistake for pullinga vayaha.
No.
No, it's napumsaking. Okay.
Then you should have pointed out why it's saying nutanaham. You should be nutanaha if you thought that's pullingam, right?
Yeah, that is what I'm doing.
Astu.
Vijaramudaha.
Tatra api pashyatu sundaram shariram. Shariram api napumsalingam, sundaram visheshanam tatra.
Okay. Idam sarvam alpasya karanena tejasi kim. For silly reason, why do you want to leave?
Again, tejati means why are you giving up all your the whatever it is, the via age and all those things. Vichara modaha. Vicharaha ityukte samyak janati, intelligent. So you don't have the modaha means idiot, fool. Tadrasham. So mind is like an idiot. You are like an idiot.
Idiot.
Mind doesn't work.
Lion told you are what vichar? Silly. Vichara modaha. What is that?
Vichara modaha means you are out of your mind. Tadrasham.
Irrational.
You can come, तादृशं, सम्यक् महोदय,
What?
irrational अपि वक्तुं शक्नुमः।
Okay.
अस्तु, तत्र प्रथमवाक्ये सन्धिः अस्ति वा?
वचनं श्रुत्वा
एकनिमिषं पुनः एकवारं पठतु।
तत् वचनं श्रुत्वा नृपः no sandhi here.
There is no sandhi. Astu.
Aham api Shiva pujakah.
Tatra aham api vaktum shaknumah. Parantu there is no sandhi there.
Yeah. It's not a single word.
Gauravarha. Tatra sandhi asti. Gaurava
argaha. Gaurava argaha.
Argaha is qualified. Tadrisham. Samartha. तादृशम् अस्तु अस्तु सन्धि का नाम किम
सवर्ण दीर्घ संधि
सम्यक् महोदय अस्तु
मम आचार्यः वसिष्ठ
अभवत् अस्तु इदानीं प्रश्नान् प्रति गच्छामः अस्तु इदानीं विजय महोदय भवान् करोति वा प्रथम
तेनुः किमर्थं क्रेदन्तं कृतवती क्रन्दनं कृतवती What is krandanam?
Krandanam is crying, weeping, sobbing out loud.
Oh.
तत्र द्रष्टुम् इदानीं चिन्ता मास्तु तत्र पश्यतु किमर्थं तत्र क्रन्दनं कृतवती
तेन पीडितवती ओके
केन पीडितवती so you know the reason पीडितवती that's why she was crying so पीडितवती केन पीडितवती सिंहेन पीडितवती अतः क्रन्दनं कृतवती सम्यक्
ओके
अस्तु इदानीं रमा महोदय भवती करोतु
किमर्थं कुपितः नृपः किमर्थं कुपितः अभवत् नृपः धेनुः क्रन्दनं हियरिङ्ग्
तत्र पश्यतु अस्तु कुपितः अभवत् किमर्थम् आकर्षणं
धेनुं सिंहः आकर्षति अतः दिलीपः कुपितः अभवत्
सम्यक् पूर्णवाक्यं वदतु सिंहः धेनुम् आकर्षति अस्तु so first say the कर्तृपदं कर्मपदं क्रियापदं so the कारणं किं सिंहः धेनुम् आकर्षति अतः you can combine so you are saying the reason and then you are combining अतः दिलीपः कुपितः अभवत् अस्तु if you do this exercise it's easier for you to think of constructing sentence अस्तु प्रज्ञा महोदय भवती करोति किम्
महोदय नृपस्य अपमाननं किमर्थं सञ्जातम्
अस्तु
नृपस्य करस्थगितः अभवत् अतः तस्य अपमानं जातम्
बहु सम्यक् महोदय अस्तु अस्तु निर्मल महोदय भवान् करोति किम्
पार्वती कं कीदृशं वर्धितवती पार्वती देवदार वृक्षं वर्धितवती कीदृशं प्रीतिपूर्वकं
सम्यक् सम्यक् अस्तु उमा महोदय
Yes, ma'am. Kumbhodarha kasya rakshanam karoti. Kumbhodarha devadaru vrikshasya rakshanam karoti.
सम्यक् अस्तु रमेश महोदय
कुम्भोदरस्य आहारः कः? कुम्भोदरस्य आहारः देवदारुवृक्षसमीपम् आगत जीवः.
बहु सम्यक् महोदय सो व्याकरणरीत्या आगतः प्राणी प्राणी अस्तु प्राणिन् शब्दः सो प्राणी भवति तत्र पश्यतु अवगतं वा सम्यक् रीत्या उक्तवान् परन्तु पूर्णवाक्यं कथं भवति देवदारुवृक्षस्य समीपम् आगतः प्राणी तस्य आहारः भवति एकनिमिषं तत्र दर्शयामि वा कुत्र अस्ति तो आगतः प्राणी अस्तु प्रथमविभक्ति एकवचने पुल्लिङ्गपदं प्राणिन् शब्दः सो प्राणी भवति अस्तु अवगतं so that's why it's little bit tricky halanda shabdah it's little bit tricky astu pragya mahodaya
Question number नृपः दिलीपः कां प्रार्थना कृतवान् नृपः दिलीपस्य इदं प्रार्थना कृतवान् मम देह खाद धेनु त्यज
सम्यक् सम्यक् कां प्रार्थनाम् इत्युक्ते विशेषणम् of प्रार्थना so it is key what type of प्रार्थना if it is come it is different that's why you have to be careful astu if it says to whom he is asking the प्रार्थना means
Shiva, we can say Shiva because he's a Shiva Bhakta.
Astu. So, Kam Prarthana. So, you have to look at the question carefully because it's a Prarthana of the Visheshana. So, what type of Prarthana? Then, what Mahodaya said is Samyak Uttavati. So, Mama Deham Kada, Denum Tyaja. Bahu Samyak Ritya Uttavati. Astu Prasanna Mahodaya?
आचार्यस्य वशिष्ठस्य धनं किम् आचार्यस्य वशिष्ठस्य धनं नन्दिनी
अस्तु सम्यक् अस्तु विजय महोदय
सिंहः त्वं विचारमूढः इति किमर्थं कथितवान्
little bit tricky
no, you're young and you're having good.
Kadam, yeah. But kadam vadamaha.
No, Simha vadati mama. Sorry, Nrupa vadati mama khada. Right.
Alpasya karanena sarvam tyaktum siddhaha saha. So he was ready to give up everything. Alpasya karanena saha kim kartum ichyati sarvam tyaktum siddhaha bhavati.
Okay. Alpa karana. Okay.
Alpasya karanena. Astu. Astu. Vanamala Mahodaya samapayatu. Avagatam va Mahodaya, Vijay Mahodaya?
Yeah. Amam.
So the tricky thing is the first part is you should know the answer to it. That's Samyak Ritya Uttaman. But how do you put it in Sanskritam? That's why we are doing the exercise.
Kam vyartam bhavati.
Shastram, astram.
Samyak. Shastram cha. Astram, shastram cha
vyartam bhavati.
Tavadeva. Astu. Idanim kim kurmah tavadeva samyak abhavat bhashana vishye kinchit abhyasan kurmah astu idanim kim kurmah pratamam ekanimsham astu tritiya bhaktyam idanim kinchit abhyasan kurmah pratamam kim upastapanam sut sopani kim kani pratamam upastapanam Upastamam ityukte samyak ritya jnatum shaknamah. You should know the concept first. Then abhyasah. Then you do the abhyasa. Anantaram kim acharanam. Acharanam ityukte applying that knowledge. First gain the knowledge, upastavanam. Anantaram abhyasa karaniyam. Anantaram acharanam. That's what we are missing here. We should apply the knowledge in the sentence. Astu. So you all know Tritiya Bhakti Kadam Bhavati. So now we will do the abhyasa. Astu. Idanim kim kritavati prashna manja rachitavati. So I have the quiz made for the just the Tritiya Bhakti. So we will do the abhyasa and then we will apply it in the sentence. Astu. So the idanim kurmaha. Before that, the bhashana kaushalam vyakarana vishe kinchit jnanam praptum ichamah khalu tad vishe etat drash. So every week we will think of anything and then we will look at the bhashana astu. Idanim tatra pashyatu balakah kandukam kridati tad sadhu va samyak va doshah asti va.
Doshamasti. Kandukena.
Astu. Kimartham kandukena.
With the ball, right?
And there is one more special thinking, special. No. One more important grammatical point there. Tatra vyakarana drishya ek anya vishayah api asti. Tat samyak eva sadhanam kandukena tat sadhanam samyak. Parantu krida dhatuhu akarmaka dhatu. Astu. So karma padam nasti. Astu. So kandukena. That's one of the reason and also it's a sadhanam. Astu. Samyak. Anantaram yuvakaha cricket kridam kridati. Tad doshah asti va nasti va?
Nasti.
Kimartham?
They're just playing cricket. It's the name of the game, not like.
So little bit. It's close to right, but that's why in Sanskrit there is always some break. You cannot say only praya. That's why you have a praya. It's always akarmaka dhatu. Parantu vishishta sandarbhe tadrisham bhavati. Kimartham? In this context, it can take a dvitiya. It will act like a, but it is a akarmaka dhatu eva. Astu. In this special usage, you can use it like this. Sadrisham. It's just for jnanartham eva. Astu. Anantaram tatra pashitu. Megha jalam varsha.
Mahoday, second one, please. I didn't understand why. What is the exception there? Because
about cricket krida. Astu. This is some of kind a special word, a name to a game. Astu. So in this type of context, like some kabaddi or volleyball, if you use some specific name of the game, and then if you say it along with the kridati, tat sandarbhe dvitiya bhaktyam bhavitum arhati. Parantu krida dhatuhu akarmaka dhatu eva. Astu.
Okay, so cricket kridam is not a okay, it's not an karma.
It's a special case. Sadrisham Sinjetu. It's a very rare case, special case. So maybe I shouldn't have confused you, but like, so just to remember in Sanskrit there is always some rare case will happen. So that's why you cannot. So this whole point of this is don't keep in mind, don't get fixated with one point. So that's why I want to give you this special rule. Astu tadrisham. Tavadeva. Astu. Avagatam Mahodaya? Astu. Megha jalam varshati. Tatra.
Meghat jalam varshati.
Doshah asti va nasti va?
Doshah asti meghat jalam varshati.
Na. Astu. Doshah asti. Kimartham? Kadam tatra nivaranam kurmaha. Vakya nirmanam kadam bhavati.
மேகத்திலிருந்து ஜலம் வருகிறது.
Varshati is like flowing. Varshati. So Varshati, jalam, karma padam, jalam, if you say the meaning of jalam, it cannot have a karma padam. Astu, varshadatuhu, if you have a jalam, megaha varshati eva. Parantu, if you have some other meaning attached to it, you can say it a swarnam varshati. Astu. Samyak, avagatam?
No, so is it valid? Jalam Varshati is not correct.
No, it's not correct. Because Varshati is by default, it is giving a meaning of water.
Okay.
You cannot have a karma padam. Astu? Astu?
So then Meghaga Varshati is correct, is it?
Meghaha Varshati is correct. This is Astu?
Vanamala Mohode, mute.
Astu, avagatam?
Avagata.
Nadi Vahati. Astu? So Tatra Vahati is a tricky dhatu. It can be Akarmakaka, it can be Sakarmakaka. So if you have the meaning of flow, you shouldn't have a karma padam. Astu. But if you take Tatra Nayati iti arthaha, it has multiple meanings. Go to ashuddhyayi.com. Tatra you can see one dhatu can have multiple meanings. So if you have the Nayati meaning, Tatra karma padam bhavati. Astu. So Vahanam Bharam Vahati. Parantu, if you have a Vahati in the context, it says a flow meaning, it is Akarmakaha. Astu. Spashtam? Avagatam va? It just I want to show some.
Kuberaha Swarnam Varshati. Tatra.
Tatra Varshati iti jalam na kalu. Varshati is not giving the karma. Object is not jalam. When the object, when karma is jalam, you cannot have a karma padam. Astu, when the karma is something else, you can have a karma padam.
So
Tatra karma, the object is swarnam. Tad sadhu. Astu.
So Varshati is also a Dvikarmaka, is it? Akarma and so.
But in Ashuddhyayi it says Sakarmakaha eva, but maybe it's a special prayoga. Astu? Astu? Samyak? Astu. Idanim kim kurmaha, idanim abhyasa. We will do one thing because it's very complicated to do it in the thing. We will do in the. So I have the Tritiya Bhakti Samyak Ritya idanim. We will go one step at a time. We will take one vibhakti and then practice it well enough so you will be comfortable. Okay. So all these questions are all for Tritiya Bhakti. Astu. Idanim kim kurmaha tatra. So today our Bhashana exercise is only for Tritiya Bhakti. Astu. 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 Rama Mahati Bhavati sa prarambham karotu.
Choraha Arakshakane Drishtva dash Kampate. Bayena. Choraha Arakshakan Drishtva Bayena Kampate.
Bayena. Which one? Pratama hava, Ditiya hava, Tritiya hava, Chaturtha hava.
Tritiyaha.
Astu. Kimartham Pratamaha na.
Bayena.
Not in the Natvam rule, only Repaha, Shakaraha, Rukaraha, Natvam Bhavati. So this is Doshaka. Astu. Bayat Pancham. So you have to say why you are saying this one is correct, and also in Tritiya Bhakti, what context it is we are saying this. So you have to say two things. Astu. So first one cannot be, it's a wrong word. And then second one is Panchami. Astu. And then Bayabihi also there is no, because I want you to get familiar with the Vibhakti forms. That's why we are doing the exercise. Familiar with the vibhakti forms and also the context, in which context we are using it, which context. So you have to say whether it is because of upapadam or it is for karanam. Karanam ityukte sadhanam. It is for karanam va, upapadam va, hetuvachakam va, because of the reason va. So you have, or bhavam va. So all in out of 4, you have to tell me the context. In which context it is saying bayena. Bhavati vadatu bhavam. Bhavam darshana. And then kimartham, first is wrong because it's there is no natvam tatra na bhavati. The word itself is wrong. Bayat is panchami vibhakti. Bayabihi is also wrong because akaranta shabdaha bahuvachane ramaihi. Baya chamitam. Bayam is napumsalinga shabdaha, pala shabdaha. Palaihi eva, not palabihi. There is no form like that. So I want you to be comfortable with the form, which form, how you use the form. That's why I'm giving all these different examples to get you get comfortable with the Tritiya Bhakti. One Vibhakti at a time. Astu? So
No, but
Bhayena.
Mahoday, why? First of all, why we decided it is Tritiya? Okay, you said it's Tritiya exercise, so we understood. But otherwise, how to know this will be Tritiya?
That's why I told you, right? You have to say two things. First one is why you are saying this, why others are not right. So you are saying, justifying it. And then the second is in which context, why it is Tritiya Bhakti. That's why I told her in the previous, it's bhavam. If it says bhayena, if you say bhavam, kashtena, bhayena, lajjaya, you can be any bhavam if you do the work. That bhavam gets Tritiya. That's one of the niyamaha tatra. Astu. So
Okay.
that's why say in which context it is there. Astu bhavaneva idanim prayatnam karotu.
Balika dash grihapatam likitavati. Grihapatam likitavati.
Sakibihi.
Sakyaha mitrayoho sakhibihi mitrebihi. Sorry, mitrebi. Okay.
Sakibihi. Mitrebi.
Third one.
Sakibihi.
Looks like Sakhibi is the correct one.
Astu. Kimartham sakyaha na bhavati.
Sakyaha.
Sakhi. First find out what type of word it is. Sakhi shabda hai. Ikara and the Strilinga shabda. So sakyaha is not in Tritiya Bhakti. Astu. It's Panchami or Ashashti. Astu. Anantram Mitrayoho. Mitrayoho is in Dvivachanam. Astu. So tadapi bhavitum na arhati. Astu. Anantram mitrebhihi tadrisham tad doshaha. Astu.
Dosha. Shabda dosha. No.
So this is the right one. And sandarbha context. Sandarbha kaka. Why are we using Tritiya Bhakti here?
With friend. So
Saha. One more thing, remember, Saha is optional. So you don't have to have Saha. It is understood. So it is like a Saha is there. Sakibihi Saha Grihapadam Patham Likitavati. Samyak? So this is the Upapadam context. Either it can be Upapadam or Sadhanam or Hetuvachakam or so we are only covering this. It doesn't mean only Tritiya happens here. There are so many Karmani Prayoge, Bhavati, Tavyaraniya. So we don't know the passive voice. So we are not covering that. So Asmin, in this, whatever you know, these are all the 4 things. We are making it simple. Astu. Avagatama Mahodaya? So this is Upapadam. Upapada Karanat Tatra Tritiya Bhakti Bhavati. So Prasanna Mahodaya Bhavati Karatu. Kutra Kimartam Tat. What's happening? Oh, it's not going further. Oh.
dash vina mama putri na nidrati. Katabihi katayah kshirat kshire. Katabihi. It's without stories.
Astu. Kimartam?
Katabihi is Tritiya Bahuvachana. Katayah will be Panchami ya Shashti.
Astu.
Shirat is Panchami. Shira is Saptami.
Samyak. Oh, Sandarbha kaha? Upapadam Vina. Astu. Vina asti chet titiya bhavati bhavati. Astu. Astu. Uma Mahodaya bhavati karoti kim?
आम् भगिनि dash samam sarve पाण्डवाः उपस्थिताः द्रौपदीभिः द्रौपदा समं सर्वे पाण्डवाः उपस्थिताः द्रौपदीभिः
किमर्थं द्रौपदीभिः बहुवचनं सम्यक् एव परन्तु अस्मिन् द्रौपदी it's not made in this context. Draupadi eka eva. Astu. That's why it's little bit vyakarana रीत्या तत्र दोषः नास्ति परन्तु that's why I gave a little bit Draupadya.
Draupadya. Okay.
Context. Sandarbha. Kimartam tatra. Samam ityukte saha iti eva. Saha samana paryaya padam. Astu. Samam ityukte saha. Astu. Astu. Pragya Mahodaya.
Mahodaya. Dash tasya putrah krushah jatah. Tasya putrah krushah jatah. What is the meaning of the sentence, Mahodaya?
Krishaka ityukte leenah. He became thin.
Okay. The choices are anarogyena, anarogyasya, anarogyat. Anarogyena will be, it is trutiya. Then anarogyena hnatvam. Anarogyasya will be shashti. And anarogyat is panchami. Here the reference will be anarogyena.
Prathamaha va dvitiyaha va?
Prathama.
Kimartam natvam tatra bhavati. Kimartam ityukte repah tatra asti. In between repah you have ya or ka varna. So ka vargaha or pa vargaha and then you have ya, then you will have a natvam. There is a rule. Astu. So in that ka varga you have a ga. In between repaha you have all these letters. The tatra natvam bhavati. So anaroge rogyena eva samyak. Astu.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya.
So natvam rule maybe we will cover next week.
Natvam is important, Mahodaya. Cover
okay,
earlier.
I
So
will give some exercise. Okay. So it's very important. So because of natvam tatra dosha. Astu. Anantaram, the context, I didn't ask the context. Kimartam tatra tritiya.
Sentence.
I don't know whether I can go back, but anarogyena rogah ityukte disease. Yasya rogah asti tatra rogin.
வைவியா போட்டு இருக்கா வைவி போடல.
So anarogyena Anarogyana, he has become weak.
No, anarogya means he is sick. Asu.
Sick.
Roga
Instrumental.
Asu. So because of sickness, disease, he became thin. So
Thin,
sandarbhaka kaha. So hetu vachaka. So because of this something happened, it gets tritiya. So hetu vachakam ityukte because of this. Because
Instrumental.
of sickness, he got thin. Samyak?
Yes, instrumental.
It's not instrumental. Instrument means karanam, sadhanam. Tool. If you use a tool, it is tritiya. And if there is a reason being behind something happened, then it becomes tritiya. So here hetu vachakaha. Hetu is reasoning. So why he became thin? Because of the disease.
Disease.
So that the reason becomes tritiya.
Right. Yes.
Nirmal Mahodaya.
आपणिकाः शाकानि तोलितवन्तः. So he अत्र तुला साधनम् अस्ति. So तुला स्त्रीलिंग. So should have been.
That's a right approach, Mahodaya. First, you have to find out the anta and the lingam.
Okay.
Samyak
So
ritiya kritavan.
yeah.
Then
So,
find out the tritiya root.
yeah. So tritiya. So here I was expecting tulaya, but atra tulya nasti. So tula bhihi. Tula bhihi.
Samyak. So find out the samyak ritiya kritavan. Find out the word and the ending and the lingam. So tulehi cannot come because it's a pullinga rupam. Ramehi. So the word itself is wrong because you should know the end of the word. That's why always in Sanskritam, only if you know the ending of the word and the lingam, you can attach the exact vibhakti. Asu tula, asu tulabi. And then tulayaha, that the tritiya nasti. Asu panchami or shashti. And the tulena is also ashuddham because it's for pulling akaranta shabdaka tulena bhavati. So these two are doshakasti, and then it cannot, it's in tritiya. That's why it's, and also he said it's because of sadhanam, it's tritiya bhakti. Samyak? Astu. Idanim kinjin pay attention because it's all fundamental things. That's why I'm trying to help you out to know the different gray areas. If you have trouble, because through this exercise you will get it straightened out. Astu. Astu. Idanim who didn't get it in Ramesh Mahodaya? अस्ति वा नास्ति वा
ते कक्षायाः आगतवत्यौ त्वरया त्वरेण. ते is multiple. कक्षायाः त्वरया आगतवत्यौ.
बहु सम्यक्. त्वरा स्त्रीलिंग padam, so twaraya samyak. Astu. And also
what is twara?
Twara means it's a bhavam, fast, hasty. Astu. Astu kakshayaha ka vibhaktihi. Kaksha akaranda Srilinga Pakadam. From that, it's a separation. Apadanam asti tatra. So from that class, they came. Oh, that's one more tricky. There is there any dosha asti? Te kim lingam vachanam. It's a little bit tricky sentence.
Bahuvachanam.
Na bahuvachanam. Kimartham tatra agatavatyahu.
Oh, dvivachanam.
Dvivachana strilinga.
Samyak. Srilingam sa te taha. So dvivachane te. So even in pullinga bahuvachane te bhavati, that's why you will get confused. Parantu tatra kriya padam, that's why I kept it tricky. Agatavatyo. अस्तु अनन्तरं सन्दर्भः कः भावम् अस्ति तत्र अस्तु कष्टेन तादृशं त्वरया so how that's why it's in tritiya bhakti avagatam अस्तु कस्य क्रमः न भवति इदानीं न अस्तु अभवत् वनमलं भवती करोति किम्
अहमपि आगच्छामि त्वया
अहमपि आगच्छामि अस्तु मया भवति वा
मया न भवति
अस्तु अनन्तरं
तुभ्यं
भवति वा मया किमर्थं न भवति because it doesn't logically doesn't make any
logically
sense. Because maya is in tritiya bhakti parantu logically doesn't any tubhyam na bhavati kimartham chaturthi astu
tvaya there that saha is
samyak upapada vibhakti tatra saha is not there because it's optional there. Because of upapadam saha tatra tritiya
vibhakti
astu tvaya anantaram te tasya vivaranam vadatu te can be the there is a rupa dvayam asti chaturthi vibhaktiyam tubhyam api asti te api asti astu षष्ठी also te api asti अस्तु तव अपि अस्ति ते अपि अस्ति परन्तु चतुर्थी षष्ठी एव so it's not it can be either chaturthi or षष्ठी परन्तु तत्र तृतीय भक्त्यां त्वया एव भवति अस्तु so you have to remember te has a रूपद्वयम् अस्ति अस्तु तुभ्यम् अपि समीचीनं ते अपि समीचीनम् अस्तु सम्यक्
सम्यक्
त्वया I don't know whether we will be able to cover everything. Itra स्थगयामः वा इदानीं भाषणं किञ्चित् कर्तुम् इच्छामि अस्तु we will complete or we will do some भाषणं exercise because we have 6 more. झटिति कुर्मः वा
We'll do this.
अस्तु विजय महोदय
अत्र शिक्षिकां दृष्टवती
न म्यूट् मध्ये भवतु विजय महोदय
छात्रा डैश शिक्षिकां दृष्टवती संशयेन लज्जायै कोपात् संशयेन
सम्यक् भावमेव तत्र परन्तु संशयः प्रथमं भवति संशयेनैव तृतीया लज्जा इस् स्त्रीलिङ्गपदं लज्जायै इस् चतुर्थी कोपात् इस् पञ्चमी. So it's all bhavam. Technically, you can put anything because the context is bhavam. Astu. So samshaya means
doubt, suspicion or doubt.
Astu. Samyak. Samshayena. Avagatam. Tatra jatiti kurma idanim. Astu. Asti kasya krama kim bhava you yourself pick. Who wants to say it?
Uma Mahode.
Yes.
उमा महोदय भवती करोतु
रजकः डैश जलं नीतवान् द्रोणीभ्यः फर्स्ट सेकंड वन द्रोण्यै थर्ड वन द्रोणीभिः द्रोण्याः रजकः द्रोणीभ्यः इज प्लूरल द्रोण्यै इज चतुर्थी विभक्ति द्रोणीभिः that is also tritiya vibhakti द्रोण्याः that is panchami and षष्ठी vibhakti. So dronibihi.
Yeah, right answer. But the best thing you can do approach is you have to find out, because that's why I gave some wrong word, the word that is not right. So you have to find the padam kim antah kaha shatah kaha. So droni ikaranta bhavati set rupani kadam bhavati. So you can find out, oh, So this is wrong. Dronibhyah. You can check it out. Oh, kadam bhavati tadrisham astu. Dronyai is a astu. Avagatam va. First, always find out the ending, so you will know the rupam and also say the context. Kimartam tatra tritiya bhaktyam bhavati.
Tritiya bhakti, because of that Droni Saha, Droni Bihi Saha. Droni means that is a bucket, no? Droni.
Saha tatra bhavitum na arhati. So Saha cannot come. So it's a sadhanam, samyak. So Dronya is a, so from this you also get familiar with the other vibhakti forms also. This is Chaturthi. Dronyaha is, it can be Panchami or Chaturthi. Panchamyatam, Panchami or Shashti. Dronibhyaha Bahuvachana Parantu Chaturthi or Panchami. Astu. Bhavati eva chinotu. Can you pick the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Astu. Bhavati chinotu idanim samayah nasti jaditi kurmah. We will do it fast.
Patniyaha dash.
No. You pick the next person.
Okay. Oh. I don't know the name, but what's the name? Oh, okay. Vanamali.
Patnyaha dash Mallinatah Jagaritah Abhavat. Patnyaha. Pulling Srilingam Patnyaha.
No. In the example, what can be possible? Then use.
Okay. Naddihi. Vanya. Vanya is Tritiya Vibhakti.
It all have one in common. So it all talks about sound. Vani ityukte sound, dhvani ityukte sound, shabdah, nadaha. Astu. So you know in what context it can come like this. Jagaritaha abhavat. He woke up. Astu. Because of what? The patniyaha sound. Because of the wife making noise, he woke up. So context kim sandarbha kaha. Because of you are saying. So it's a hetu because of her sound. Dvalinataha Jagaritaha, it means he woke up. Astu. So you know the context. So what can come here?
Vanya or Nadbihi is also Tritiya.
Nadaha, that's why it's a little bit tricky. Nadaha means Tritiya means Nadaihi eva bhavati. Ashuddham, the word itself is wrong.
Okay. Vanya.
That's why Sabdanyanam Bahu Avashyakam. That's why I'm giving you the exercise. It's not for about Vibhakti and also Sabdanyanam Bhavitam. Then we will go to Dwani. Dwanyaha
is not, yeah. Shabdat is Panchami. Vanya.
Shabdaha, Samyak. Avagatam?
Okay.
So every time go to the main word.
How that is Ashuddham, Nadbihi?
Because Nada is a pullinga padam like Rama Shabdaha. So bihi, there is no rupam bihi or nad bihi at all. So it is only nadaihi. So that's why you have to get familiar with the vibhakti forms. Astu. So tritiya bhaktiyam nad bihi na bhavati. Astu. Bhavati chinotu. Chatiti. We have 4 more.
Prajna. Mohoday. Janaha dash samudram tirnavantah. Naukabhyah naukayaha, naukabihi, naukayam. Now here nauka is the instrument. Instrument will be nauka, strilinga. So striling will be naukabihi.
Samyak.
But the word is not here. Naukabihi, third word. Naukabihi, janaha naukabihi, samudram tirnavantaha.
Bahu samyak. So, why the first one? So you gave the reasoning because of sadhanam.
The first one, naukabhyaha, it cannot be, for nauka, strilinga, the trutiya bahuvachan is naukabhi. Naukabhya, there is no word only.
No,
For
it is
trutiya.
no, Chaturthi and Panchami. Yeah, Chaturthi and Panchami.
It is Chaturthi and Panchami bahuvachan.
Samyak.
Then naukayaha will be, naukayaha is Sashti ekvachan.
Panchami also.
Panchami also. So naukayaha. Naukabhi is right. And naukayam will be Saptami ekvachan.
Bahu samyak. So with this exercise, you are getting familiar with the other vibhakti forms also.
So your naukabhi will be the right option.
Samyak. Bhavati
Dhanyavad Mahodaya. Dhanyavad Vanmala Mahodaya.
Bhavati Chinoto, we will samapayama. Shamyatam little bit we are going. We will finish this.
I will take care of Rama Mahodaya. If Rama Mahodaya is on mute, then Vijay Menon Mahodaya.
Anna, whoever didn't get a chance, please speak though.
Nirmal
Mahodaya.
Okay. Sakam Arjunah Yuddhai Prasthitvan. So here it is with someone in that sense. So it is Agrajain Saha Sakam Arjuna Yuddhaya Prasthitvan.
Samyak. Kimartam tatra sandarbha kaha.
So with so it's going
Upapadam sakam asti. Saha sakam sardam samam. All the four words are the same meaning. With. Astu. So upapadam. Because of upapadam, it's tritiya. Anujayaha kimartam na bhavati. Anuja is a akaram, Srilinga padam. Astu. And then yaha is not, it's Panchami or Shashti. Anujabhyaha.
Anujabhya again is not Tritiya. It's a Chaturthi. Yeah.
Chaturthi or Panchami Bahuvachanam.
Yeah.
Agrajaya.
That is context. Agrajaya is possible because Agraja, if you take.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
But since Arjuna doesn't have any Agraja, that's why it's Agrajain.
Logically, but Vyakarana Drishya Samyak.
It's possible. Yeah.
That's why I tried to trick and then gave this. Agrajaya is possible because Agrajaka is the Pullinga Padam. If it is a male brother, older brother, it's Agrajaka. It's a female older sister, it's Agraja. So Agrajaya is possible. But for Arjuna, you cannot go with the older sisters.
Yes.
Samyak?
Samyak.
Astu idanim agre gantum na shaknomi kimartam it. Oh, astu. I have to pick up the Anuja Agrajena. Astu. Astu, only two more. Jatiti Bhavan. Chinotu Kripaya. Two more. We will quickly finish.
Vijay Mahodaya.
Balika dash dwaram udghatayati. Balika dwaram. Tala is Strilinga.
So I will tell you, this is little bit tricky. There is also logical reasoning behind it.
Okay.
Astu, you have to, that's why you have to know the Shabda meaning, vocabulary, you should know the meaning, and then Shabda Jnanam, and also Vibhakti Jnanam. Astu, Tala hai jiteki.
I think Kunchikaya.
Lock is Talaha.
Ah. So
No,
lock.
but Kunchika with the key opened the door, right?
Yeah, so Talena is Tritiya. Ekavachanam. Talehi Bahuvachanam. It's all in Tritiya. Astu. So it cannot come because logically it's not possible. How can you open with the lock?
Lock. So key. So Kunchikaya.
Yeah, Kunchikaya. Kunchikaha is not in Tritiya. So you should know the meaning and you should know the Shabdanyanam. Antakakaha.
And the
That's why
context.
Talaha. So get familiar with the words. Talaha is a put a lock and then Kunchika is Astu. Astu. So I tried to cover up all the gray areas you might have. So hopefully this helped a little bit. So this is the last one. Ramesh Mahodaya Bhavan Samapeti va? So that's very tricky.
Ekavachanam Chinotu. Chinuta. Yagaha Banaihi Harinam Hatavan.
Banaha. Banaha Samana Artham. Sharaha. Sharaha also Banaha. Astu. Instead of Banaha, you have to replace it with Sharaha Tityabhu.
Sharaihi Bahuvachanam.
Astu.
Sharabihi.
But Parantu Tatra Ekavachanam Chunuta. That's why it's a little bit Sharagi Api Bhavitum Arhati. So Ekavachanam. You have to, so you know that Charahi is not possible. Anantaram?
Sarena.
Sarena. Repaga asti. So Natvam Bhavati. Astu. Sharabihi Ashuddham. Because there is no word. Bahuvachane Sharaihi Bhavati. Astu. Because it's a Akaranta Pullinga Padam. So Sharena Eva Samyak. Astu. Chamyatam Kinchit Vilambha Jataha. Idanim Samapayamaha. I really wanted to do the words that you guys can construct the words. So now you have the Upastapanam, you know what is Tritiya Bhakti, and then you know all the Abhyasas. Now we have to apply it in sentence. That's why I had something. So I will tell you before itself. So I have a plan. So in the Pravesha, everybody has a Pravesha book. Asti, right? So in that you have the Prishta Sankhya Dvitiya Pate Asti. Vyavaharika Shabdaha iti. Astu. So next week the Bhashanam will be, I will show you the Vibhakti table and also the Vibhakti, this ones. Okay, so you get familiar with it. So Tatra Pashyati Idanim Kinchit. I will finish it as fast as I can. But I want to show the, so next week you won't waste the time. Tatra Idanim Pashyam Vibhakti table asti, right? I will show the table and also I will show the Tatra Astu. Idanim Pashyatu. So you can construct. So in that Vibhakti, you have these options. Either you can use Upapadam. So last one we will leave it. Okay. Dhanam we know it's very straightforward. Either you can use Upapadam Astu or Saha Vina Alam Tadrisham. Or you can use the sadhanam, or you can use a hetuvachakam. You can pick anything you want. So if you are using a upapadam, you have to use the words from the fifth lesson. Tatra asti vyavaharika shabdaha. Astu? No. Chamyatam. So vyavaharika shabdaha lekana samagrihi asti. So use that because it has different ending. Akaraka asti, ikaraka asti, akaraka asti. Use it for the sadhanam. Pick that word, apply it, and then put it in a sentence. So that one way of doing it. Other way of doing it is in the second chapter, you have the vrittikaraha asti. So if you use the upapadam saha, vina, or kimabi bhavatu, use those words from the second lesson, okay? If you are using upapadam, pick those. It's up to you. Construct as much detail as possible. Don't just kartupadam, karmapadam, kriyapadam nasti. think of some context and apply it. That's why I gave you the Quizlet example. Okay, you have some idea picture. Astu. So if you use Upapadam, use the second the vocabulary words, and then if you are using the Hetu Vachaka Kimapi Bhavatu Sadhanam, use the fifth year. There are so many, so you will get familiar with all the words. Lekana Samagri, all the words you will get familiar with it, and also you will get familiar with the Vibhakti form, and also you will get familiar with the context, how to apply the Tritiya in a sentence. Samyak? So we will follow this. Any of this, you can pick any of this context. So, Prasanga Kimapi Bhavatu, we will apply it, we will all say it in one sentence. So, Idane Aham Chintitati, we will do it today. But we are ahead of other two batches. That's why we were able to cover so many, the Quizlet and all we were able to cover. I'm very happy with that. So we will next week, we will catch up because Tritiya Vibhakti, we are not finished yet. So the following week we will go to Chaturthi. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagavaga Dhanyavadaha, Vanamala Mahodaya Chaturthi Kritavati, and then Rama Mahodaya Saptami Kritavati, Prasana Mahodaya Bhavati Samaya Stichet Purayatu. And then who else is remaining? Pragya Mahodaya Sashti Samaya Stichet Purayatu. So we will Tatra Pashyatu. So we will have this. You have this.
What am I to do? What should I do?
No. Use the template and fill it in the Shashti. Tavadeva.
Okay.
Astu. So only Pratama is remaining. Who wants to take the Pratama? Only the Shashti.
I will do.
Astu. Pratama Bhavati Karativa. Astu. So we are not in a hurry because the Tritiya, I'm going to show the whole template. So you will have the ending, you don't have to get confused. And also you will know the context and you have the word also. So just to think of applying the sentence. We will go one step at a time. Then just like that, you can construct sentences by yourself. If you have the right tools and then if you apply it, you will definitely get it. Astu, Samyak Ritiya Kritiya Bhakti Idanim Kurmaha. Then I will make one quiz for Chaturthi. And then we will go like this. We will do the Abhyasa and then we will apply it in a sentence with the words I already give you with the different ending. And also you are free to use Sarvanama Padam also. Sarvanama Padam Vasang. That's why I have the template for reference. Use this reference. So you will get very familiar with the Vibhakti forms. And also
we should make sentences with this, Mahodaya.
Kim Mahodaya?
I have to make sentences with these words.
Not with these words. It's just a sample for if the ending is Tatra Pashyatu. So if you can associate, relate, Ukaranta Stichet, Kadam Bhavati. That's why you have the sample of the Rupani, Davadeva. So you use the vocabulary words, Tatatra Pashyatu, Tatra Yojini iti asti, stapler. So Yojini Karanda Shilinga. So you know from here, Gaurya, Tadrisham Va. So Yojanya. So that's why it's giving a reference point, Tavadeva. Astu. So you have the word, you apply the Tritiya Bhakti using this template, and then you know the context from this. Because only it's only in sadhanam context, so you apply sadhanam in the real life example. Astu, use the real life example. Astu, and then you have where in which context you use it. You have this information, and then vibhakti rupam kim bhavati. You have all this here, and then you have the vocabulary list also. You just apply in the sentence. Astu,
and write somewhere. Write and keep.
Huh?
We have to write it and show you.
No, Bharshanam. Writing is
okay.
Because writing is easy because you have to think on the spontaneous thinking. Bharshanam is very important. Once you have the Bharshanam, everything will come. Writing won't be a problem because writing you'll have to time to think. That's not our goal. We want Saralataya Sambhashanam Kartum Shaknumaha Tavadeva. So you have to on the spot come up with the sentence.
Dhanyavad, Mahodaya.
Mahodaya, this template is already filled in, is it? I saw it was blank, I thought. No?
No, that's why I started off with Dvitiya, and then they all volunteered. Each one was doing it. They filled it up. I think Nirmal Mahodaya Tritiya, he finished it. And then Chaturthi Vanamala Mahodaya did it. And then Panchami Prasanna Mahodaya will do it. And then Shashti
I have to do.
Anantaram Saptami Rama Mahodaya already did it. Dhanyavadaha. Whoever did it, Dhanyavadaha. And then we will all do it as a teamwork. And then Chinta Mastu. Any questions, feel free to ask me. But we want to apply the knowledge. Astu, we have to apply the knowledge. We should have the vocabulary knowledge too. We should have the Vibhakti Jnanam too. We should have the Vyakaran Jnanam too. Astu, that's why I'm trying to connect all the dots together. Astu.
Yes.
Prashnaga asti va chinta mastu, okay? The main thing is you have to have the confidence. So that's why I'm putting you in spot only. Then other, if you don't practice, you won't get it. That's for sure. That's why you have to practice. Samyak va?
Yes.
If you have any concerns, feel free to let me know. Astu? Avagatam? Shamyata, because you all are busy, that's why I want to finish it on time. Idanim Shamyata. Kinchit Sameha Jataha. So Idanim Samapayamaha. So next week, Bhashanam, we will cut it exactly around. We have to spend time. Okay, I will try it because we are ahead, we are lucky. So around 7:15, 15 minutes we will spend on Bhashanam, just sentences going around. Tritiya Bhakti. And the following week, we will do the Chaturthi. Before that, I will come up with the quiz. So you will have some warm up. Okay. And then different contexts I will try to fit in. And then we will do Chaturthi and Panchami. Then you will do your own, you will do Katha. Later you will come up with the Katha and then you will tell me your own. So that's the goal. Idanim Pragya Mahodaya Bhavati.
Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sarvebhya Namaskar.
धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः
बहु धन्यवादः समीचीनमस्ति वर्गः समीचीनमस्ति